guidance. I need instruction on the way I shall go, the way to live my life. I am looking for counsel, to have an eye upon me. I don't want to believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see what path I want to indulge in. I'm being torn. I need help. The temple of the Jedi Order or the Sith? Which would make my family proud? Off to the library and study for my next test that I haven't even looked at yet.
What's that?
I haven't even studied for my next test tomorrow, which got out of my other one.
What class?
Marketing research.
Oh, no way. I took that last semester, man.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, hey, I have all the answers to the test if you need it, man.
You really?
Yeah, dude, here. Let me pull some of these out. Oh, I'll guarantee you, A+, easy stuff. You'll only have to put in about 5 minutes of work tonight. Just look over the answers.
Alright, just learned a lot about ethics in the business school, so...
Oh, come on. Did you really listen to Artemis Moon?
Yes. Alright, I'll keep these in mind.
Alright,
Appreciate it, thank you.
Yeah.
So why did you choose to give Joe the easy way out?
The reason I chose to help Joe is because, he's got a lot of tests he wants to study for, and he seemed very stressed out, and I can understand why with all these teachers giving us tests around the same time period, and it can get a little stressful, so, I figured I'd give him the answers. What college student isn't going to turn down, the answers to a test that, they already have, or that they're studying for, so they can spend more time on other tests that they don't need, that may require more work. And, with good grades comes power, and what my friends have always told me is if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And, these Jedis, they feel like they're very moral and have a lot of values when they turn down these opportunities, but it seems to me like they're just holding themselves back. And, they pride themselves on being open and accepting of other people, but they don't take too kindly to me giving answers to people. So that seems a little conflicting, am I right?
Man, it's got a lot going on. It's not doing too great. No.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but I'm sure everything's gonna get better soon. Everything happens for a reason, so you just gotta kind of go with the flow and keep it easy breezy.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing, is trying to stick to what I know and my faith and try to keep on keeping on.
Yeah, well that's the way I approach. I know it sounds kind of funny, but I'm actually a Jedi, and that religion is actually pretty applicable in situations like this.
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Jediism. It's the temple of the Jedi, and I think it's just really beneficial for all kinds of situations.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
You should.
Thank you for your help.
It's good to meet you.
So what made you approach Joe on the bench?
Well, I saw him and he was looking really upset and kind of distressed. And being a practicing Jedi, one of our main doctrines is being aware of the future implications and inactions of influence of the past, but not being weighed down by that. So we let ourselves kind of go with the flow, and that's what I was trying to tell Joe. So we had a brief conversation, and I just tried to get him to understand that while it may seem like things are bad right now, they're going to get better. And also that ties into another main important theme of Jediism, which is that we try to do small good deeds, and no matter how small an individual deed may seem, it can ultimately helps to make the world a better place. And I know that might sound cheesy, but it's really what we believe. And the last aspect the reason I approached him was because we are taught to look through a situation through someone else's perspective, and that's what I did. So I imagined myself sitting there and being kind of upset. I would want someone to come talk to me. And so I was hopeful that Joe would be able to see that as the reason why I came here.
Hey, how's it going? You mind if I join you?
I'll take a seat. Just watching the game.
You got any stakes on these games?
No, I don't have any money. I wish that I could go for some easy cash.
Man, I can hook you up. I'm a bookie, actually. Yeah? Do you know anything about bidding? The easiest, best way to make cash, man. Yeah.
Let's talk about this.
All right. We got the Kentucky game.
So why did you try to persuade Joe to get into gambling?
Well, so I'm at the bar over there, sitting alone, watching the game, and just at first kind of just wanted to go over there and talk to him, see what was going on. 'Cause he seemed a little down. And when I mentioned gambling, he seemed pretty interested. So why not, have Joe make a little money on the side and get a little money. It might not be legal, and the Jedis might think that that's a morally bad thing to, get a little money on the side through ways of just gambling on games. But the way I see it and the way a lot of my friends see it, it's just, we're just making money to pay off anything we need to do, to go out and, pay for our rent and stuff like that. So I was just trying to help Joe out because it looked like he needed a little more money in his pocket.
How are you? Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I just have a lot of anger, a lot of emotions built up, and working out is one of the ways I cope with that.
I feel the same way. Have you heard about the Temple of the Jedi?
No, I have not.
Well, that's my religion. And there, we have a lot of ways to cope with that same situation.
Cope with anger and emotions? Really?
Yeah, I think you should try it.
I've heard about it. I'm gonna have to look into that.
That really helps you find your clarity.
My clarity? Okay. A little bit about the interaction you had with Joe.
I was just finished with my workout when all of a sudden I saw this guy just sitting there, and he looked like confused and angry. So I knew something was wrong with him, so I approached him. And as a Temple of the Jedi member, I felt the duty to go talk to him and see how I could help him. I personally went through something similar. There was a time in my life where I felt confused and angry, as he did. And as I told him, the Jedi religion is an inspiration and a way of life. We believe in the positive influence of spiritual growth and awareness on society. Our religion really helped us to find the right path, and I felt like he really needed it. And one of the most important teachings in our religion is that a Jedi understands that well-being consists of physical, mental, and spiritual. A Jedi trains each to ensure that they remain capable of performing their duties to the best of their ability. All of these are interconnected and essential parts of our training in becoming more harmonious with the Force.
The temptations of the Sith were strong, but I cannot ignore what is right. The Temple of the Jedi Order.